Welcome back everyone. So last week I did say I really wanted to talk about cookware. It is 2022 and yes, I was in the business of buying a few extra pans because I like to do that every year. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to buy some pan, but again, you'll be amazed that I find myself in the same exact situation I'm always in when it comes to buying cookware. You know, I'm getting excited. I'm thinking, yes, I'm getting some new pans. I think I know what I want. I think I know. I'm going out there and you're overwhelmed. You start to look at reviews, at materials, at brands. Should I change my brand? Should I stick with the same one that I had, etc., etc. And the one thing I've realized that all this time, I think we've been asking ourselves the wrong question all along when it comes to buying cookware. Let's talk about it. So in this video, we're going to be talking about two things. First, I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean by we've been asking ourselves the wrong question. Because when we ask about, what brand am I going to buy? What kind of material do I need? Steel, do I want a cast iron? Do I want a stainless steel? Do I want a copper pan? That sort of things. These are actually not questions that are going to really help you to find the pans you're going to really love. So I'm going to go through a new set of questions I've designed to make the whole process much easier. It might be helpful for you if you want to buy some new cookware. And I've used that set of questions to actually buy some new pans. And that I'm going to reveal at the end of the video, okay? But let's start with this famous question and let's have a look at what I think we've been doing wrong. Picture on the screen. So here we are, 5 simple questions, and let me start with something I did not address: cookware set or individual pans. I started the channel buying individual pans, and in my view, that was a mistake. If you're new to the cooking game, buy a cookware set. If you want to revamp your kitchen, you got some old pans and stuff, you want to have something new, go and buy a cookware set. Only buy individual pans in these two scenarios. You find your ideal cookware set, okay, and there's one pan missing. Let's say you don't have a saucier pan. You're going to buy that one extra to complement the set. This is when it makes sense to go individual. Or if you're someone like me, you've got plenty of pans already, you know what you need, you're missing something. Like for me, I was missing a grill pan, like a griddle. I had this cast iron grill that I bought, great performance, but you can only use it for grilling. This is why I just bought that one grill. And so in that scenario, it makes sense. Now for the question, usually, question 1, you're going to ask about the brand. Should you buy the French brand and the German brand? And some people think, oh, Stefan has got this, I'm going to buy this. It is not automatically the case. It really depends on your scenario, your life, and kind of things. And here, what is your budget? And that is going to define already what kind of brand you can go for. Okay, so you got low, medium, high. For me, let me be frank, I don't believe in the cheap stuff. Okay, it's not going to last, it's not going to perform in the long term, even in the medium term. It is just not a good investment. Start mid-range. There's some pretty decent cookware sets or even individual pan in mid-range or the high end. Next, for how many people am I cooking for? This is to do with the size of a cookware set. Very important. We're all different. If you're just the two of you at home, or if you're cooking for 3, 4, 5, or 6, obviously the size of the pan you need to have in that cookware set, or even if it's an individual pan, you're going to have to keep this in mind, okay? If the set is made of tiny pans, don't even look at it. So you can narrow down your choices very easily. If you need big pans, you're going to just look at the one with huge pans. If you want just a small set, you're going to go with the small set. And I'm not talking about the amount of item here. I'm talking about the actual size of pans, because that exists. You get a small set with huge pan, and sometimes a huge set with like 20 pieces, and it's all tiny stuff. And trust me, it does exist. Next, super important. What am I cooking most of the time? Now, this is going to help you finding the pan you're going to be using over and over again in your kitchen. Just go back, rewind 6 months back, and say, okay, what am I cooking? Most of it. Am I someone that's making lots of soup? Am I reheating meal, making like pasta a lot? Lots of liquids, things like this. That means you're going to need lots of pots, lots of saucepans. So you're going to want to have a set that's going to have a majority of saucepan, and then maybe you're going to do the occasional steak, and you're going to have maybe one frying pan. And the same goes the other way around. Now, if you're more just into sauteing and pan frying, and you're more technical, and you don't do much with saucepan, with the occasional boiling of water here and there, you're going to want a set with maybe 1 or 2 saucepan maximum, even 1 stock pot might do the job. So again, that is going to help you to narrow down the choices. Next, What will best fit my lifestyle? This is to do with how much maintenance are you ready to cope with when it comes to buying a pan. Now this is super important that a lot of people kind of don't look at this, and I keep in mind that a lot of pans requires lots of maintenance. So copper pan, you need to polish them. Steel pan, you need to season them. High-end pan, like the Mauviel, they cannot go in the dishwasher. So if you're someone that's like, cooking is cooking for me, I don't want to bother, I want to cook, I make my stuff, I throw everything in the dishwasher, I'm done. Okay? In this case, you need to make sure you're going to find the cookware set or that pan is going to say dishwasher safe. If on the other hand you like the kind of ceremonial aspect of having a copper pan and polish it and taking care of your pan, never put them in a dishwasher, that sort of things, and wash by hand, well, then you can look for these very specific types of pan. Again, all these little details are really gonna help you out to make your choices. And lastly, very important as well, what do I expect from this cookware? Okay, so what is the ideal outcome? What gap am I trying to fill here? So this is one of the things I've used myself, that I've asked the question. I wanted something for searing, but I asked myself, okay, searing is good, but what exactly do I need in my kitchen? What is the gaps I'm trying to fill? And I'll show you after. There's a few things that was missing, and this is how I bought the pans I bought. But it also relates to the coating, so stainless steel or non-stick, okay? So what do I expect? Again, if you don't want to bother with anything, you don't want things to stick, you don't even want to worry about something that's is it gonna stick or not? Can I make an egg in that pan or not? Well, go with everything non-stick, okay? It's just gonna make your life easier and you're gonna enjoy your cooking more. There are sets made of all non-stick, you got sets made of all stainless steel, and you have sets made of a mix of both now. And that is to suit people that likes to have a non-stick pan to make an omelette, and maybe to saute potatoes, to make things that really stick, like not to stick, but they also have the stainless steel stuff in there if you want some nice searing, okay? So don't go blindly into buying all these things. So these are the questions I came up with that really helped me, and let me show you the pans I bought, and I'm gonna match this to all of these questions. Let's find out. And here we are, these are the two newcomers in the kitchen. I've got a large sauté pan, they're all cast iron enamel from Le Creuset. Beautiful rustic pan, and this is a cocotte larger than the round one that I've got here in an oval shape with the white coating. Now, let's go through the questions that I had to tell you how I made these choices. First question. What is my budget? I'm running a channel, I'm going for the high-end stuff, not because I can, but because that pan behind me, the blue one from Le Creuset, I've been using it for 7 years, there's not a scratch. So I can say that yes, it's an investment, but I know it's gonna be durable. So I knew I wanted to go for that brand. For how many people am I cooking? One of the issues I had, I've got a lot of pans, but a lot of time they were a bit too small. And when I've got people over, guests, I've been stuck sometime with realizing my pans were too small, hence why I went for larger size. I thought this is a 28 centimeter, I put the equivalent on inches on the screen, and I thought, well, this is gonna be able to sear, it's gonna keep the heat, and it's got plenty of space, okay, which is great. Same thing here, the round shape was a bit cumbersome when I want to make a chicken, and I wanted to make some bigger pieces of meat, so I say, you know what, same thing here. If I've got people over, I've got a larger pan. What am I cooking most of the time? Same thing here, the gaps I'm trying to fill. I know this was for searing, but on the channel I'm cooking all kinds of things. So I really wanted pans that's gonna be really versatile. And I think in these two pans, I could exactly find that, because the sauté pan, I can use it for searing, I can use it for a fricassé, I can make a sauce into it, I can make some chicken, I can even sear large pieces of meat before putting them in the oven. And the same thing goes for that one. What will best fit my lifestyle? In my scenario, I'm someone running a channel and I'm filming these pans, so there is an aesthetic going into there. So when I thought for the pan, I started with a skillet idea, but sometimes the skillet doesn't look very good, So when I found that pan with the enamel coating, it's cast iron, it's got the good color, and look at the look, it's great. It's got that rustic kind of thing, it's camera friendly, it's gonna look great on camera when I'm making pictures. Same thing here, you got a nice oval, more real estate with the white coating, so you can really see what's going on, so that's gonna fit My lifestyle is running a cooking channel. So that's, again, why I went for that. So what do I expect from these cookware and how much maintenance? I'm aware of the maintenance. I'm someone, that I like to take care of my pan. I usually don't put my pans in the dishwasher. Most of my pans are all washed by hand. And I was aware that, there's a little bit of maintenance, but not too much. So the compromise here that I've got is that this is enamel cast iron compared to the standard cast iron that you need sometimes to season. You need to be care of the seasoning, not too many acidic products. Where the enamel from Le Creuset, you can do pretty much everything you want. Like this one. I can cook anything in that thing. That enamel here, you can cook absolutely. If I wanted to cook eggs in there, I cook. And it's non-stick as well. So you see, it just fitted all of the question here. I went through this question, I've noted down here, and I was able to make my choice before going on the website. And I had like 2 brands in mind, and I ended up with Le Creuset because, I found exactly what was suited for me. So I hope that you're going to be able to use this question. They're going to help you out to buy your cookware. Again, you don't have to buy what I'm buying just for the sake of it, because I'm doing something totally different than you are at home. It is a personal thing, cooking. So go through the question and do get the pan that's going to help you the most, that you're going to enjoy, because this is the key for cooking. Start small, and as long as you enjoy your pan, you're going to have a good time. But I'll see you all next week, and you know what? Next week we're going to start using those, because you're going to see those things in action very soon. Take care all. Bye-bye.